Today we will be talking about the new Indian coaching setup. I'm so glad that Gautam Gambhir has actually come in, and you know why? Because he's just such a proven winner. Whether it was while playing for India in KKR or while managing KKR last year in the IPL, he just wants to win. He hates losing. And you know, the 2020 World Cup win a couple of months back has to signal the dominance of Indian cricket. We've been there and thereabouts. To maintain that winning mentality and mindset, I think Gautam Gambhir is the perfect person to do it. I mean, the guy hates losing, right? The only thing he can think about is winning at all costs. And that's the mentality you need the Indian cricketers to have going forward to maintain that winning streak. So it's a superb appointment in my opinion. I think he's shaped up his backroom staff pretty well so far too, because you see often in football, head coaches, managers like to have people around them that they know pretty well, and that's understandable, right? Because the people you're going to work with on a daily basis need to have the same vision, the same mindset, the same plan as you. Then only will it all work out. Let's talk about Abhishek Nayar. You know, honestly, even before this appointment was made by Gambhir to add Nayar to his backroom staff, I have been following Nayar over the last few years simply because I am a KKR fan and he's been with the coaching setup over the last few years. What he brings to the table is honestly so much, right? And that's the type of guy you want coaching the national team. So I knew he would eventually one day be in the Indian coaching setup, be it as an assistant coach or a head coach. I knew he was going to make it to the top. And you know, I actually heard the podcast on the Ranveer show with him, and the way he speaks about cricket, the knowledge he has about the game, honestly, very few people in the Indian coaching setup have that knowledge in my opinion. So I knew he was destined for the top. He's worked very well with Gautam Gambhir last year in KKR's triumph. But even before that, right, he's been with the setup. He's always highlighted such important factors to success in the cricket game. And even he's coached Mumbai previously in the Ranji Trophy and other domestic tournaments. And he's coached individual players. I think one thing which stands out is that he's done a lot of individual coaching as well. And you know, the best of the best have actually gone to him. I remember Rohit Sharma, after getting the snub in 2011 for the World Cup, he wanted something to change in his game, right? He wanted to prove a point. And who did he call up for help? He called up Abhishek Nayar. So he's had a lot of people who's come to him for help. And the best of the best are not going to come to you if you're not giving quality output. And that guy gives it, right? He helps players, he improves players both mentally and in their game. And another thing he does very well is he identifies and nurtures talent very well. We've seen that with many youngsters, right? He did it most recently with Harshit Rana. And look where Harshit Rana has reached. He had a phenomenal IPL and now he's got his first India call-up in the ODI team as well. So I think Abhishek Nayar is a very astute appointment by Gautam Gambhir. Another very smart appointment in my opinion is Ryan Tendulkar. Not many in Indian cricket might have heard his name, but honestly in world cricket this guy has made a name for himself. Out of all the associate nations that play cricket, I think Tendulkar's name always stands out, and he's probably the best Dutch player to ever play the game. And honestly, he's done more than that, right? He's made a name for himself in IPL as well. He played brilliantly for KKR for many years, and Gautam Gambhir just trusts him, right? He's played with him, he's coached with him. So these factors really matter when you're building a coaching setup. And Gautam Gambhir went on to say that he's the greatest team man ever that he's played with, right? And you need such selfless characters at times, right? The knowledge he has of the game is absolutely phenomenal, no doubt about that. So yeah, I definitely think this combination with Gautam Gambhir will work as well. I think retaining T. Dilip as the fielding coach is probably the best decision in the new coaching setup. What a rise this guy has had, right? His family was never supportive of his involvement in coaching cricket, but he still followed his passion. He actually also provided maths tuition to school students to supplement his income, right? What a story. From there to becoming, I think the face of Indian fielding in recent years. What a rise, you have to give it to him. And in the last few years, you've seen Indian fielding has taken it up another notch, right? You had the Yuvraj Singh and Mohammad Kaif who changed fielding a couple of years back, but the likes of Jadeja, I mean, honestly, I'm not even going to start taking names because now everyone fields superbly. You have Mohammad Siraj, who's a fast bowler who's diving left, right, center to take catches and stop boundaries and sixes. You never had that in the olden days, right? Fast bowlers would just give up chase when you're chasing a boundary. But nowadays, all the players, all the 11 players on the field are giving their 110%. A lot of the credit has to go to T. Dilip because he's changed the whole mindset of fielding. He's made people enjoy it. And not just that, right? Honestly, the camaraderie he has created, the positive environment he has created in the dressing room has to be highlighted as well. And you need such things because these players are so boggled down with the pressure of playing on the field. To have a positive environment and a camaraderie in the dressing room and some light-hearted conversation and fun is very important. And we've all seen that through BCCI and Indian cricket team's official Instagram handle over the last few years. He gives the best fielder award to the best fielder of the match, and things like this just increase and improve the bond of the players, and that is so important when you need to succeed. And he's also known for a lot of team bonding activities when players are on tour, etc. And that's important because apart from that, you can imagine the stress these guys are going through. So to have these bonding activities for everyone, to gel with everyone is important. So T. Dilip was another very, very smart, astute retention by BCCI and Gambhir. I think he will take Indian fielding to another level in the years to come. So all in all, very excited to see what the next generation of Indian cricket and coaches have in store. I 100% back them to succeed because the next generation of Indian cricketers for sure are very, very talented. It'll be exciting to see what the coaches have in store. Their first assignment is in Sri Lanka in a couple of days, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Hope you enjoyed the episode, but most importantly, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and spread the love.